When Bill Gates, one of the richest men on Earth, makes a $9 billion investment, people take notice, especially when that investment is in Microsoft stock. That's right, the same business he co-founded and turned into one of the most successful companies in the world. Despite Microsoft being the overwhelming source of Gates' fortune, he hasn't actually owned very much of the stock in recent years. Today, I'm going to explain the story behind Gates' latest investment and his long history with Microsoft stock. My name is Zach, and you should leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video. At Microsoft's 1986 IPO, Gates owned 49% of the company. As Microsoft grew, his ownership stake gradually decreased. The following year, at just age 31, he became the youngest billionaire ever. By 1995, Gates became the richest person in the world, a title he would hold until 2010, and again from 2013 to 2017. However, this massive wealth gave Gates responsibilities and interests outside of Microsoft. He studied the work of Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller and made philanthropy a primary focus. In 2000, Gates and his wife combined 3 family foundations and donated stock valued at $5 billion to create the charitable Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. That same year, he stepped down as Microsoft CEO. Gates positioned himself as chief software architect and remained chairman of the board. In 2008, Gates fully transitioned himself away from full-time work at Microsoft to devote more time to his foundation. In 2014, he stepped down as chairman of Microsoft in order to move into a new position as technology advisor. In 2020, Gates left his board positions at both Microsoft and Berkshire Hathaway to focus on his philanthropic efforts. Over these decades, Gates would sell more and more of his Microsoft stock to fund the foundation. Through his friendship with Warren Buffett, he learned far more about the world of investing. This influenced him to diversify his wealth outside of Microsoft, especially after the dot-com bubble. Buffett also decided that he will donate his massive fortune to the Gates Foundation, gradually giving away his Berkshire Hathaway stock. This has provided massive funding. Since the foundation's inception in 2000, they have already spent $79.2 billion. In total, Bill Gates has contributed $39 billion and Warren Buffett has contributed $35.7 billion. The Gates Foundation plans to continue increasing their rate of spending. This is funded by future contributions and the growth of the assets in their trust. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust has just under $34 billion in assets under management. This portfolio is managed with the utmost importance. The future of the Gates Foundation's funding relies on its performance. This portfolio is where Bill Gates just invested $9 billion in Microsoft stock. As of Q3 2022, the trust bought 39.26 million shares of Microsoft, valued at $9.14 billion. This is over a 4,000% increase from his prior position in the trust. It's interesting that the original source of his wealth has been such a small part of the trust's investment. However, now that Gates has no position or board seat at Microsoft, he's placed his largest bet on the stock in many years. Microsoft is now the largest holding in the Gates Foundation Trust, making up 26.91% of the portfolio. This purchase is a very significant move. The stock is now a larger position in their portfolio than Berkshire Hathaway, which makes up 23.32%. Other large investments include Canadian National Railway, Waste Management, John Deere, Caterpillar, etc. So why did Bill Gates just buy so much Microsoft stock? Well, there's been no official reasoning provided, but it doesn't take a genius to recognize how strong of a business Microsoft is. They have reliable subscription revenues with huge long-term growth drivers across the cloud, AI, and productivity applications. Over the past 5 years, earning growth has accelerated, with free cash flow per share growing at a 16.49% compound annual growth rate. They pay a reliable, high-growing dividend and consistently perform share buybacks. The company has over $107 billion in cash on hand, with negative $46 billion net debt. This puts Microsoft in a position of financial strength during a tough economic environment. They've been using this as an opportunity to make acquisitions and invest big in companies like OpenAI. In my opinion, Microsoft right now fits one of Warren Buffett's investing principles, buying a wonderful business at a fair price. There is no doubt that Buffett has influenced Gates' investing strategy. Microsoft's price has fallen over 30% from its high and is now sitting at a 25 trailing PE ratio. With a company seeing reliable high growth, this is not a ridiculous valuation by any means. With With the Gates Foundation's latest purchase, the average buy price is $247.12. This is over 4% above the current stock price as of the making of this video. So based on these actions, it's safe to assume that Gates thinks Microsoft stock is a good buy, at least for his foundation at this time. Personally, I agree with him. I've been buying Microsoft stock in my long-term dividend growth stock portfolio. It's now my largest holding, making up over 21% of my current value. I'm looking to continue adding to that position around these prices. If the stock continues to fall, I will be buying more. I recently made a full stock review video on Microsoft, and I would definitely recommend watching that to learn more about their business. Thank you for watching Dividend Data. You can sign up for dividenddata.com to use my stock research software and join a Discord community of like-minded investors. Follow me on Twitter for all my latest stock buys and dividends coming in. Thanks for watching.